Project coming to you from the traditional lands of the Kulin Nation. Tonight, we all know the health system is in crisis. Overloaded doctors suffering burnout, GP appointments expensive and hard to come by. Now there's a push for an overhaul that could save us all time and money. With the average out-of-pocket cost to see a GP sitting around $40, many people struggle to keep up every time they need a new prescription.
The extra visits just to get a script is a real nuisance. I have to go back to the doctor, I've got to waste my time, his time, the taxpayers' money.
And doctors want to free up their time to see more people who need them.
With our universal healthcare system, we need to do everything that we can do to take the pressure off the GPs and off the patients.
So they're proposing changes to how we get 143 of our most common meds. Firstly, calling on the government to let doctors prescribe 12 months' supply instead of 6. Secondly, allowing patients to pick up 2 months' worth of meds at the pharmacy instead of 1.
The important thing is that this is limited to those sort of chronic stable conditions. So dangerous medications, things that people might get addicted to or what might be a risk of overdose, would not be subject to this.
Making managing conditions like asthma, diabetes, heart disease and hormonal imbalances a whole lot easier and cheaper to deal with. Consumers likely to save $180 a year at the doctor, taxpayers hundreds of millions on the amount pharmacists claim from the government to dispense scripts.
I think it's brilliant.
But they know that you're going to be repeating the medication all the time, so that would be ideal.
Oh, sure, I think that's a good idea to make it easier for people.
But pharmacists aren't on board.
This is not about how much money pharmacists are going to make. Any such initiative to increase the amount of medicines that can be dispensed to patients at one time may place additional stress on the already overstrained supply chain.
So, if it's a plan that can safely save us and the government money, what will it take to get pharmacists over the line?
This will require ongoing consultation that involves all involved stakeholders.
I think it's time that the government really took action on something which will make a really big difference for medical practitioners in this country, but also for Australian patients.
Well, pharmacy lobby is one of the best organised in the country. They're very strong and they will lobby until the cows come home to try and not have this change. But I think it's a great idea. It's going to be a really tough budget in May. If it's going to save the taxpayers, as claimed there, hundreds of millions of dollars, I think it's a no-brainer.